Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to build a simple quiz game using Python and Tkinter. Tkinter is a built-in GUI library in Python, so you don't need to install anything extra. This project is perfect for beginners. We will use labels, buttons, Radiobuttons, and a class to put everything together. Let's get started. First, let me open my editor and create a new file. I will call it quizgame.py. Now, at the top of the file, we need to import two things from Tkinter. The first line imports the main Tkinter library and gives it the short name tk. So we don't have to type the full word every time. The second line imports messagebox. This is a small tool that shows pop-up windows like correct or wrong answer. We will use it later. Now, let's create our questions. I will use a list of dictionaries. A dictionary in Python holds data in key value pairs, like a real dictionary, where you look up a word and find its meaning. Each dictionary has three keys: question, options, and answer. The options key holds a list of 4 questions. Answer key holds the correct one. We have 5 questions total, but you can add as many as you want later. Just follow the same format. By the way, if you don't want to type all this code yourself, full source code is available in my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. Go check it out. And if you want more questions for your quiz, you don't have to write them yourself. Just open any AI like ChatGPT or Claude and say something like, "Give me 10 Python quiz questions in this format." List one of these dictionaries as an example. The AI will generate them for you in seconds. Now we'll create a class called QuizApp. A class is like a blueprint. It organizes all our code and keeps everything in one place. Don't worry if classes feel new. Just follow along and it will make sense. The init method runs automatically when we create the app. Think of it as the setup step. Self.root is our main window. .title sets the window title you see at the top. .geometry 600 by 420 sets the width and height of the window. 600 pixels wide, 420 pixels tall. .resizable false means the user cannot resize the window. .configure sets the background color. Then we have 3 variables. Self.current keeps track of which question we are on. It starts at 0. Self.score counts how many current answers the user gets. Also starts at 0. Self.selected is a special Tkinter variable. It is stored with the radio buttons the user clicks. Now let's build what the user actually sees, the widgets. This is a label. It just displays text. We give it a font, background color, and a foreground color, which is the text color. .pack place it inside the window. Paddy adds some vertical space around it. This label starts empty. We will update it later to show something like question 1 of 5. A frame is like a container. It groups widgets together. We put the question label inside the frame so it has its own background color, which makes it look like a card. Wrap length equal 500 means if the question text is too long, it will wrap the text line automatically. Here we use a loop to create 4 radio buttons, one for each answer option. Radio buttons are special. Only one can be selected at a time, which is exactly what we want for a quiz. All 4 share the same variable, which is self.selected. So when you click one, the others automatically deselect. We add each button to a list called self.radiobuttons, so we can update them later. This is our main button. When the user clicks it, it calls self.checkanswer. Cursor equal hand 2. Change the mouse cursor to a pointer when you hover over the button. A small detail that makes it feel more professional. At the end, we call self.loadQuestion to load the first question right away. Now, let's write a method that loads each question onto the screen. Self.selected.set clears any previous selection so no option is pre-selected. Then we get the current question from our list using self.current. We update the process label and the question label using .config. This is how you change a widget's content after it has been created. Then we loop through the radio buttons and update each one the current option text. Finally, if we are on the last question, we change the button text from next to finish. This method runs when the user clicks the button. It checks if the answer is correct. First, we get the value of self.selected. This tells us which option the user picked. If they didn't pick anything, we show a warning and use return to stop the function earlier. Then we compare the answer to the correct one. If it matches, we add 1 to the score and show the success pop-up. If it doesn't match, we show an error pop-up with the current answer. After that, we move to the next question by adding 1 to self.current. If there are still questions left, we call load question. Otherwise, we call show result. This method clears the screen and shows the final score. Win for children returns all the widgets on the screen. Destroy them all to clear the window. Then we create new labels to show the score and a great message. This grade uses one line if else, called a ternary expression. If the score is perfect, show perfect. If it's 3 or more, show well done. Otherwise, keep practicing. The restart method resets the score and the current question back to 0, clears the screen and calls init again to rebuild everything from scratch. Simple and clean. This is the entry of our program. If name equal main means only run this code if we are running this file directory, not if it's being imported somewhere else. tk.tk creates the main window, quiz app, root, starts or app. Root.main loop keeps the window open and listen for user interaction, like button click.
A few moments later.
And that's it. Let me run it and show you how it looks. As you can see, the title, the process tracker, the question for answer options, and the next button. When I click an option and press next, it shows a pop-up. After the and, it shows the final score. This project is a great way to practice classes, loops, conditionals, and Tkinter widgets all at once. If you want to customize it, just change the questions at the top of the file. No other code needs to be changed. If this video helped you, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. See you in the next video. Take care.